Hi everybody, this is your weekly horoscope for the week starting Monday the 8th of May going through until Sunday the 14th of May. And my horoscopes are based on London time, so Europe time. Take the time difference into account if you're in America or in Australia. Now this week is really weird, okay, because it's really a week where one day is a certain thing and then the next day is the exact opposite. So we've got really kind of harsh energy shifts going from one extreme majorly to the other. Okay, so anyone who struggles with change or anyone who likes to kind of have a sense of balance or consistency and things being simple and uncomplicated and predictable, this isn't going to be your week because it's like all over the place. It's like high energy, low energy, left, right, it's all over the place, okay? So let's start with Monday the 8th of May. We've got the Libra moon. It quincunxes the sun in Taurus. It opposes Mercury in Aries, and it also opposes Uranus in Aries, okay? Mercury is a communication planet. Uranus is the planet of rebellion and eccentricity. Both of those sitting in Aries make you really, really forceful and much more confident about the way you communicate and also the way you see things, and you're being right. You become much more certain of your own infallibility, okay? So it is a positive start to the week. It's a social start to the week. It's really good to connect with other people and to spend time with other people, because if you're trying to fix the world's problems by yourself in the way you see things uniquely, you're going to struggle a little bit with that, and it's much better to make use of the positive sociable energy that you've got here on Monday the 8th. Now, Tuesday the 9th, this is the first of the major shifts that we've got going on. So Tuesday the 9th, we've got the moon going into Scorpio at 2 minutes past 5 in the morning. So Libra is up here at surface level. It's chattering at a party and the canapes are delicious. Scorpio dives down and it says, okay, the real problem is the undiagnosed bipolar disorder that has been there since age 13. Okay, so that's the kind of change, okay? So we're going from this levity, light and breezy level to the deep and intense, truthful, emotional state of Scorpio at 2 minutes past 5. Also, Mercury is in Aries, and it still conjuncts that Uranus in Aries. So it's a total shift from Monday. Instead of being sociable and positive, on Tuesday you say, well, what about my feelings? What about my ideas? Why aren't those being implemented? You're totally wrong. I'm totally right. Why aren't we listening to me? Why am I not the boss? Okay, so there could be a potential for frustration here, and this is in all aspects of life: work, family, friends, whatever. This feeling about me. Monday, you're very, you fit in. You see yourself as the greater whole, part of a community, the context. Tuesday is this shift, and it's like me, my ideas, my feelings, my ideas are the most important. Now, Wednesday, the 10th of May, we've got this transformational full moon in Scorpio. I've made a separate video on that. Have a look at that video because it goes into a lot more detail about this full moon and especially how it affects you considering what sun sign you are. So if you're a sun sign Aries, then have a look at the video for the full moon, and also have a look at for Aries in May, because it tells you what house of your chart this full moon is going to fall into, and that'll tell you the area that this is going to really address in your particular case. Okay, so it's the nearest thing to having a personal reading. Look at the monthly forecast for May and check out the video on the full moon. It'll tell you where that is in your transits. Okay, so Wednesday the 10th of May, we've got this full moon. The moon also quincunxes Mars in Gemini. It trines Neptune in Pisces, and it opposes the sun in Taurus. So this is transformational energy, and it's a wonderful, beautiful transformational energy, especially when it comes to love and romance. You're braver than you usually would be. You dream bigger than you usually do. You're much more likely to take action than you usually would be. And it's all about making your own hopes and dreams come true and there being opportunities for your hopes and dreams being realized, and you are willing to take action, and you are brave, and you do dream big, and it's really, there's the potential to really have something transform emotionally for you, and it's very likely that there is this love and romance connection associated with it. Thursday, the 11th of May, we've got the moon going into Sagittarius now at 1:05 in the afternoon. Mars is in Gemini, it squares Neptune in Pisces. Mercury is still in Aries, and it trines Saturn in Sagittarius. So this is interesting now because the full moon was a lot of energy, lots of transformational energy. Now the next day we've got low energy, okay? We've still got big dreams, but we've got low energy and a lack of direction. So it's almost like the emotional hangover from this full moon. So you're kind of like a hopeless dreamer in a sense on this day, but the energy and the action and moving in a certain direction, that is really difficult here on Thursday. It's much easier to take action on Wednesday, and it's almost like you run out of steam by the time Thursday comes along. So do you see what I mean about the total contradictions here? Monday is about being sociable, Tuesday is about being super self-centered, Wednesday is high energy and approaching people who you're interested in, Thursday is about being totally in your own head and not having the energy or the courage to approach other people. So it really is very extreme. So you've kind of keep up with this changeable energy this week. Moving into Friday now, again, very, very different. We've got the Sagittarius moon trining Venus in Aries and Mars in Gemini, trines Jupiter in Libra. So now we've got high energy, loads and loads of high energy. This is really, really lucky for love, romance, and passion. Make sure you're out and about, okay? So this is like the full moon on the 10th. This is another chance for love and romance and happiness. And you have your energy back. Saturday, this is the first day now where the things have, the energy has something in common with the previous day. Saturday, the 13th of May, we've still got the moon in Sagittarius. It squares Chiron in Pisces and it trines Mercury in Aries. So there is lots of energy, but now we've got, again, like on Tuesday, we've got the focus not on other people and romance and love, but the focus becomes on the self, and the focus becomes on all the injustices you've had to endure and poor you. There's a potential for self-pity here on Saturday. So try and take positive action, try and be sociable, and try not to fight or sabotage or undermine other people when you are out there being sociable. Saturday is it's the most challenging energy because there's the potential for the worst to be brought out in you. The fear, whatever the fear is, we all have fears. Your fears are triggered, and because of that, you somehow feel the need to undermine someone else to get that sense of confidence and power back, but you don't need to do that. You can use your energy to do something fun with friends, and especially try and plan something that has activities or sports or movement involved in it. Don't just sit around where you can literally create an argument out of nothing just for the point of it. Use your energy to spend with others and have a good time, but do focus on the self in the sense of this is a day for me to recharge my batteries and to enjoy myself. But any kind of social drama or fighting or undermining other people to make yourself bigger, that is not going to work. So stay away from that. I'm not saying that you're like that, okay? But we all have that within us. We all have the potential within us to fight other people, to sabotage. We're all human beings. We all have an ego, okay? We all have these instincts. So Saturday, the key word is positive action. Finally, Sunday, the 14th of May, if you're in the States, and I think if you're in Europe, it's Mother's Day. It's only England that does it differently. We do Mother's Day in March, but for the rest of the world, I think Mother's Day is here on Sunday, the 14th of May. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there in the world. Thank you so much for everything you do for the rest of us. But again, it's not an ideal placement. It's contradictory in terms of the astrology, because we have the moon in Capricorn. The moon goes into Capricorn at 5:39 in the morning. And the moon in Capricorn then squares Venus in Aries. Now, first of all, when I do a natal chart analysis, if I see someone who has a moon in Capricorn, the kind of random meaning associated with that is often there's a difficult relationship with the mother. Often the mother was very critical, or like a tiger mom, you know, where she had these major aspirations for you, or she was like a momager or something like that. She tried to live her own dreams through you, that kind of stuff. So it's a problematic placement. So it's so interesting that on Mother's Day, we've got the moon going into Capricorn, which is the least favorable for Mother's Day. And Venus in Aries is also very aggressive. Venus is the planet of love and beauty. In Aries, she's like super butch. Mars rules Aries, so it's like very masculine. So it's not an ideal placement for honoring someone else, honoring your mother, but it is still Mother's Day, so do honor your mother for everything she's done for you. Try not to focus on all the criticism. Try and remember that she loves you and that she wants the best for you, all of those kind of things. But again, it fits in with this week, because this week has been extreme. It's been all over the place, and the key word really is contradiction. It's really major highs, major lows, up and down, all over the place. It's really gonna take a lot to kind of keep up this week. So try and be as nice to yourself as possible. And if there is something that feels uncomfortable, or that makes you feel angry, or that makes you feel uncertain, rather than latching onto it and saying, okay, I'm really angry now, I'm gonna go have a go. Don't sweat the small stuff this week, okay? Try and let little things that you're not 100% certain about, try and let them go. Any kind of arguments or something, just give people the benefit of the doubt and try and make this as easy for yourself as possible. And then Sunday, do something nice for your mom. I think I will order flowers or something like that if I get the chance. Hopefully I will. So that's what I get for you this week. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. I also do daily tarot readings on this channel. I do these weekly horoscopes. I do special videos for the new moon and the full moon. And if there's anything special happening, like a meteor shower or Jupiter changing signs or something, I do special videos on that. And I also do the monthly forecast for each sun sign of the zodiac, which is what I mentioned earlier. So if you're a Gemini or Taurus sun sign, then those monthly forecasts, they tell you where certain planets are in the houses, so to speak, and that'll give you more of a clue. And watch those videos in conjunction to figure out what house this full moon is going to be in for you, and what area is going to be completed for you. Okay, it's the next best thing to having a personal reading, by just combining those videos and watching them together. So I hope you have a wonderful week here. If you would like a private reading with me, then please get in touch with me via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading, and I draw up your birth chart by using your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth. It's good to have the time of birth. I can use sunrise, but it's ideal to have the actual time of birth. If you don't have the time of birth, I can use sunrise, or I can rectify the chart. If that's something that you're not familiar with, get in touch with me. We can find out what your birth time is. And then I draw up the birth chart. I can analyze the birth chart to see what your life purpose is, what your vocational aptitudes are. And then I can put your progress chart and your transits around your birth chart to see what's coming up for you in future. So if you'd like to do that, then get in touch with me via the website. Click on the readings tab to order the reading. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'm so excited because we're coming up to 60,000 subscribers, which is beyond my wildest dreams. I'm so happy about that. Please subscribe, and I will speak to you next week.